were just wondering if you know or believe that there are beings or aliens from different worlds that travel here throughout history. If you believe that the Egyptians were in contact with outside beings and people from Peru, or where Peru is located now, them having contact with aliens and them doing hieroglyphs and things like that, speaking of aliens. But I will give my take on it. I'm going to play this. Now, this video is from, at the time, a cops in Vegas, chest cameras, you know. And these people, at the time that this happened, they were prevented from really going on mainstream media news and other agent, you know, like social media and things like that, to talk about what they had seen. Now, everybody had seen this so-called meteorite or whatever it was that fell from the sky at the time, right? And it was being discussed. And I'm gonna play it and then I'll discuss more. Let me just say.
Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother were working on a truck in our backyard, and there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at them, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large.
This frantic 911 call happened not long after extraordinary footage was captured on a Las Vegas police officer's body cam. A green flash coming from the sky. At least 21 different people across the region reported seeing. Because of this, when officers arrived on the scene, they took the family's call seriously. This is the body cam footage of the responding officers. The family is gathered in the driveway, clearly shaken. The teenage son keeps insisting he saw what he saw.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Angel Kinmore, a 16-year-old resident, reported that the family heard a loud crash in their backyard before they would encounter two large figures, estimated to be 8 to 10 feet tall.
They said they saw something fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing and it was not a human being.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big,
When officers arrived, they reportedly searched the backyard. However, this portion of the footage was strangely redacted. The case was closed just days later.
So the initial footage, if you were able to catch it, it did actually show the creature, right? But then when they're talking about men in black coming or people from government agencies coming to shut it down and stop them from showing these creatures or from showing their evidence and stuff, it literally did happen. Because as soon as, and these people in this house, when it happened, they were forbid from even speaking on the issue at all to media. And now let's see, this video is now coming out at what? 6 days ago? Let's see. 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago. So when this happened, 22 hours ago, 4 days ago. So when this actually happened, this was like a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. It was a while. And they were forbid from talking about it. My mom used to live in Pahrump, and I was driving to. I used to work at a casino at the time, and I was driving on that freeway, that highway, between Pahrump and Las Vegas, and I saw a spaceship, go right past my car. Right, I'm driving this way towards Las Vegas, and this spaceship's right beside me on the road, goes past me. I'm probably doing maybe 70 or so on that highway, and it goes side by side to me, then past me, then over the road, under the telephone pole, and then up, straight up. And as soon as I saw that ship, I then saw like when they say that there's a lot of white vans that work in the governments and stuff. Well, there were like 6 white vans with tinted windows following that ship on the road at that time. It was broad daylight. Broad daylight. So, I'm going to play this.
And despite that, people online have kept the case alive, claiming that actual alien beings can be seen in the video. Scott Roeder, a veteran crime scene reconstruction expert, conducted an extensive forensic analysis of the footage, revealing what he claims are at least 2 beings using some sort of cloaking device. Visible.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, what's going on over there?
So, about the cloaking device. So, this is very biblical, because even Elijah and Elisha had the ability back in the day, when it's biblical, right? They're talking about biblical stuff, to be able to cloak themselves from being seen, right? That there was a garment that they wore. I think it was Elisha, not Elijah. Let me I need to double check, but it's the story of Elisha and Elijah, right? That they were able to cloak, that they put a garment on and nobody could see them. They couldn't be seen. They were cloaked from it. They were cloaked from being seen. Let me pull this up.
Okay, lady. Me?
Claiming that actual alien beings can be seen in the video. Scott Roeder, a veteran crime scene reconstruction expert, conducted an extensive forensic analysis of the footage, revealing what he claims are at least 2 beings using some sort of cloaking device, visible right behind the gate. Angel later went online to address the situation, and also claimed that strange individuals, believed to be men in black, visited the property not long after the incident, even suggesting that the entities may not have been aliens at all, but demons.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Not demons. Definitely aliens. Because demons can just jump into a human body. This is why they said that Jesus was able to cast out many demons into a swine, and the swine went over the cliff, right? So, demons can actually possess human bodies. These are beings from another universe. Period. When I was little, me and my sister used to share a room, right? And we were in Las Vegas, and it was, I think I might have been, how old was I? Let me think about that. Maybe 12? She's 2 years younger than me, so she had to be like 9 or 10. So, I'm seeing one of these beings peeking in the window long before Las Vegas was built up. Let me just say that. So Las Vegas has built up like so much since those days. Those days, you had to go miles before you actually hit like a grocery store or, a mall or whatever. You had to go pretty far, and you would be on gravel roads and stuff like that. The roads weren't even paved at that time. and I saw one of these aliens, and I'm telling my sister, you know, like I don't know, I'm trying to tell her, like, either subconsciously or consciously, do you see it? And she wakes up screaming and says, yes, I see it, right? So she was scared to death. And yeah. So do I think there are beings from other places outside of our solar system, outside of our Earth? Yes, I believe that. We're not the only beings on this planet, period. So yeah, I remember this situation right here. They were told to hush everything at the time when this happened. However, the recordings had some of the recordings had already went out. But when they were trying to be interviewed by certain news agencies, they weren't taking any interviews after they got that visit from so-called Men in Black. So yeah, they had stopped doing, they weren't going to do any interviews about it and stuff. So this is one of the recordings. I found this interesting that this happened a few years ago, and just now this footage is coming out, like just now, because it was on the news channels because of the police body cam. But even with the body cam, a lot of this stuff got redacted. The initial footage, what you could see back then, got redacted.